All right, y'all, so we have made our way up Highway 41, and we are turning off of it to go into Rivertowne. Uh, this is going to be our, our North Mount Pleasant area that we're going to kind of highlight. And again, we'll ride through here, show you a little bit of Rivertowne, and then we'll look at some of the commercial stuff before we wrap things up. But Rivertowne is probably, dates back to, I would say, the mid-90s as far as when it started to be developed. The houses along here, this stretch of road, and we're on Rivertowne Parkway, these houses were built in probably 2007 to probably 2012. A lot of Charleston singles, the double front porches. There's different subsections inside of Rivertowne, and not all of them are going to look like this. This is a good looking style of architecture. There's also, and hopefully we'll ride through it, there'll be some houses that are built back here that look like they could be in Atlanta or be, you could fill in the blanks. It's not always, let's not hit the lady on the golf cart, Bob. Not everything is this architectural style inside of Rivertowne. So there's two parts to Rivertowne. There's Rivertowne Country Club, which I'm going to ride y'all through because we're just what I'm going to do today. And then there's Rivertowne on the Wando. Rivertowne on the Wando, very water-oriented part of Rivertowne, and there's some docks back there, and it's a nice amenity center that's on the river. I like that section. Older houses. And a lot of them built by production builders, like D.R. Horton built a lot back there in the day. So some of them are going to need definitely some updates. But again, we're going to take you into to Rivertowne Country Club and give you a little peek of what's back here. You don't have to be, a lot of these golf course communities, at least in other parts of the country, from what I've heard from talking to people over the years, you move into the golf course community, you have to belong to the golf course. You do not have to be a member of Rivertowne. You're part of the Rivertowne Homeowners Association just by, living back here. And when you pay your homeowners dues, you get access to the neighborhood amenities, the pool. There's some day docks and whatnot. But the golf course is kind of a standalone. And definitely, if you're a golfer, I love Rivertowne. I think it's probably the hardest course in Mount Pleasant. If I was ranking the courses, it would be, as far as easiness, Dunes West is an easy course, wide open fairways. Then probably Patriots Point, which we shot at the beginning of this video, and then Rivertowne would probably be. And Sneak Farm's nice. We were right by Sneak Farm when we were in South Mount Pleasant earlier, but I do like Rivertowne. Arnold Palmer designed golf course, and we'll get y'all a little bit of a view of it here in just a second as we're coming around this curve. You should have a little bit of view of the golf course. Great weather for golf today. And this golf course, very quick greens and a lot of water and marsh to hit over. So if you're not a strong golfer like me, I mean, I'm not a good golfer. I've been playing since I was 10, but I'm still a hack. This golf course can definitely be difficult, but a lot of fun and really pretty vistas of the backside of Daniel Island and Wando River views. So we're going to get up here just a little bit further. I'm going to show you where the club is, and then we will head out of Rivertowne and go to some commercial that's tied into this part of Rivertowne. As we're riding through here, I would, and give me just a second. I wanted to point out there's other neighborhoods in North Mount Pleasant. Obviously, we're not going to get into all of them today. The other ones, I kind of mentioned Dunes West earlier. There's Carolina Park, and there's Park West. Those are the three main big neighborhoods located in North Mount Pleasant. And again, if you want me to personalize some suggestions for you about neighborhoods, whether it's north, south, or central Mount Pleasant, I'm happy to do that. And you can call me or text me at 843-345-6074. And I'm again happy to give you any information that I have. So you really won't be able to see it because we're in the car, but the back side of where the club sits, which is, you know, kind of coming, it should be coming into view here in a second, overlooks the backside of the Wando River and on out to Daniel Island. They have a couple of restaurants in there and really just great vistas of the marsh and kind of the low country look. All right, again, for the purpose of being concise, we're gonna kind of roll out of here. You know, again, just wanted to point out this one neighborhood, North Mount Pleasant, and again, like I mentioned, there's plenty of other ones. But from here, we're gonna go check out the commercial that surrounds this neighborhood and really kind of services the north part of Mount Pleasant, and we'll be to it very soon. All right, guys. So we went back into Rivertowne, and again, wanted to, you know, as a help to y'all, show you kind of where the commercial ties into it. So we are going to, not even leave the neighborhood, and we're going to be into a shopping area with the Harris Teeter. I don't know if you're not from here, you probably never heard of Harris Teeter, but it's a North Carolina branded grocery store, high end, and they're scattered throughout Mount Pleasant. And the one that we're going to ride by here is mainly made with recycled materials. Is some research I uncovered a couple of years ago. But the Rivertowne Public House is up here on the left. It's a good place to get wings and have a beer, watch ball games. You've got a Starbucks up here that's tied into the grocery store. I think I don't. I think I had to stop there, but oh well. Not the first time I've gotten an ugly look from another driver. So literally across the road from where we are is another small shopping complex, and we're gonna hop out of this neighborhood, or hop out of this part of Rivertowne, and go right across the street. I'm gonna show y'all that before we go and look at Carolina Park's shopping complex, which is, again, very close to where we are in Rivertowne. Is Carolina Park, and Dunes West is literally right across the street. Okay, we're continuing up 41, and Rivertowne Country Club is right behind us. Right across and down the road is this little shopping center I'm going to run you through. It's got a Lowe's grocery store, not to be confused with Lowe's and Home Improvement. It's just a Lowe's Foods is, not sure where it's based out of, but it's kind of interesting. There's a bar in here, so you can get a cocktail, beer, glass of wine, and do your shopping. And they actually have a pretty decent butcher shop for, sometimes the grocery store butcher shops are, if you're used to having a high-end butcher shop, a lot of grocery stores don't really meet that need. But Lowe's actually has some really good dry-aged beef that they do on site. So if you're wanting a good steak, it's not a bad place to potentially look up. And then they're kind of building this out. I mean, there's more of it back behind. I'm going to pull you through here again just to let you kind of see, what the shopping does look like potentially in some of the restaurants. But they're building it even further out. And to give you some perspective on where we are, and I don't know if you can get this shot, or we'll do this. We'll pull through here, and then I'll get you a shot of the map. Okay, so if we went right, y'all, that would take us back over the Wando River and onto Daniel Island. But we're not going to do that today. But that's, if you live out here in Dunes West, or you live in Park West or Carolina Park, and you need to get to North Mount Pleasant, or to North Charleston rather, that's not a bad place to go that way, to take you down Clements Ferry Road. So we are into the Costco shopping center, and this is Carolina Park that you're seeing as we ride through here. Again, Costco, there's shops and restaurants tied into it. We're getting more and more places out here to eat. Wando High School is here, Carolina Park Elementary, all tied into this area that y'all are looking at right now. And the long-term play of this north part of Mount Pleasant, I think, is very strong, because they continue to just develop the commercial and make it a really good place to call home.
All right, that's a wrap, y'all. Again, if you like our videos, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can watch a ton of videos about Mount Pleasant that I've shot over the years by checking out our YouTube channel. And if you have questions, you can always call or text me at 843-345-6074. You can check out our website for all of Charleston, which is brennemangroup.com. Until next time, y'all.